Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Welcome back to my Solar System Legacy Challenge. This is episode 14. We're just starting with Maisie at the moment in the middle of the night, who looks a little bit upset. And it's because she wants to avoid bedtime and ask for something, and she has come to see her grandma's ghost. So I wouldn't normally start an episode in the middle of the night, but I just thought I couldn't miss this. She has come over to see Mabel, who's come back, and I quite like the idea that she's here to kind of see her, because like there's the whole idea that children can see ghosts, so maybe she's like, she can see her over here. She's coming over to ask for a story. I'm gonna see if Mabel can maybe like read her a story to sleep, but it's really cute that, you know, she's here with Mabel and Mabel's agreeing to read her a book. Mabel actually spent her whole life writing stories, so it's really cute that she's over here reading a story to her great-grandchild. But it looks like the story is over now, so we're going to see if Maisie can ask for a bedtime story from Mabel. We're not going to go and play dolls, but she's getting picked up by her grandma. I mean, realistically, this doesn't make sense, but you know what, maybe we'll say it's all in like Maisie's imagination, but I mean, children see ghosts, okay, so maybe this actually is happening, and Ezra's asleep, so he has no idea about any of this, but hopefully Maisie will stay asleep now. She just woke up because she hates bedtime, she hates sleeping and everything like that, so she just woke up at midnight and has not got back to bed till about 2 a.m, but hopefully she'll stay asleep now. It's now 7 a.m and Ezra's getting a call for work. He is going to work from home again today, and hopefully we can do all of this. We need to meet a prospective client and file a legal motion, so he can easily do that. He is going to wake up and thinking about Lucy again. No, he's feeling sad still though because of Mabel. But luckily Maisie is still asleep, so he can get himself sorted without having to worry about her at this stage. So he can come downstairs and make a fruit salad for breakfast. Oh, he's thinking about his grandma, bless him. I am still thinking about these wants for Lucy, and it makes sense that he's still got her on his mind, but he has still got this want to get into a relationship, and he had that night with Kiri last night. Like, he decided he did want to ask her on a date before, like, you know, anything happened. I think he was getting a little bit ahead of himself, and you know, he was feeling the need and the desire for some like physical action. But then he was like, actually, I don't want to just like woohoo with someone for the sake of it. I think he does kind of want something a bit more serious now. I think he's ready for that, or at least he is going to try and be ready for that. He's still got Lucy on his mind, but if he can kind of distract himself, I think that's what he's thinking. So he's going to see if Kiri wants to go on a date maybe later this evening. We can invite Elodie over to babysit Maisie so that someone's here with her, but he is going to see if Kiri will go on a date with him later. But for now he is going to focus on Maisie. He's just woken her up, he's going to potty train her before she uses her nappy, and then we'll probably give her a bath and take her downstairs. She's got plenty of toys downstairs and she'll have the food that she can eat, and then Ezra can get on with his work. He does need to go out at some point to meet a prospective client, but that's okay. Usually we have a few like townies just wandering past. Like, I can already see a few, so I'm sure we'll see some. I've just noticed as well, we had that girl that we kind of had a little bit of a connection with before, Malia. So yeah, I mean, our focus at the moment is on Kiri, but at least we know she still kind of like wanders around this area if we ever want to get her phone number. I know it's only a small thing, but I noticed that Maisie has a want to talk about her favourite colour with Ezra, and after we discovered in the last episode that her favourite colour is actually blue and not pink, maybe she's like wants to have a chat with him about changing some of her like clothes and her decorations in her room when she grows up. I mean, this won't actually be happening because we have just got this. Oh my gosh, Kitty's over here. She's so excited to see Ezra. You can't even see him through the wall. She just like knows he's there. But yeah, maybe she's like wants to talk to him about getting some new clothes that are in her favourite colour. I think that's really cute. I have pinned that in so we can do that at some point. But Kiri has come over for a visit. We are a little bit busy, but hopefully we can like, I don't know, have a chat with her. We have discussed we've thought about inviting her out later. We haven't actually officially invited her on a date later, so I guess she doesn't know. She's just, they had a good night last night, they had a kiss, so maybe she's like, I want to check in and see how he's doing. She knew he was quite rough last night, so hopefully she'll still be there once we finish bathing Maisie. I was going to have Ezra pick Maisie up and carry her downstairs, but you know what, she's Little Miss Independent today. She wanted to go downstairs all by herself, and look at her in this cute little green dress. She matches all the clothes around. She's so happy. And Ezra is going to be opening the door to Kiri in his underwear, which is a great image. It's so great. he's still feeling really sad, so I don't think anything like too crazy will happen. Oh, and now he's feeling happy, of course. But we are just gonna maybe be a little bit friendly. We'll give her a heartfelt compliment and be like, thank you for being there last night, it really means a lot. And we'll come and see if she wants to chat over here. We could actually see if she wants to be a prospective client. Maybe, you know, she is a property owner, maybe she's got some issues with renters or something like that. We'll see if she needs any representation. Then that is one work task ticked off. There we go. I don't actually know if we were successful, but we did actually get it ticked off at least. She's coming over now to kind of like do her check-in and make sure that the property is all okay. But we might see if she wants to, we'll flirt a little bit, nothing too crazy. We're not going to ask her to be our girlfriend, but I think we will flirt and we will kind of like exchange numbers as a way of saying, so do you want to maybe like meet up again later this evening? And we could go on like a proper date. I don't want to ask her on a date right now because obviously that means they'll go off the lot now, but Ezra has just got ill. Great, of course he has. We'll get him some medicine in a moment. But she is hopefully yes, of course she is. She's accepting and we'll be like, so I'll give you a call later this evening. Why does it say open? What does that even mean? How can I open a sim? That's weird. We are gonna send her home though, not as like a mean thing, but be like, we have a few things we need to do. I'm not feeling too great. I don't want to make you ill. So I will see you later this evening and let's make sure we've got some medicine. Luckily we've already got some. So he's going to take that and then he needs to come over and do a few work things. And so while Ezra works, Maisie is just going to be playing with her dolls. She's so sweet. It is a shame that we've not got Mabel here anymore because while Ezra's working, she is kind of like left to her own devices and left to like entertain herself because Ezra can't do anything like that while he has got to work because we don't have loads of money. We've got enough to get us by, but obviously we aren't like rolling in cash. Maisie just got her imagination to level 3 and her skills are doing really well. We have to work on her movement a little bit because that one's the only one that's at level 2. And obviously her potty, we are slowly working on that when we can, but the rest are all at 3, so she's doing so well considering the fact she has still got 8 days until she ages up. I love that it's 3:30 in the afternoon and Ezra is still just working in his underwear. It's so perfect. I feel like his energy goes down so quickly though because he's definitely going to need to have a nap before he goes out on a date this evening with Kiri. Maisie has stopped playing with her dolls and she's come over to play with her blocks at the moment. Our plan was to invite Elodie over this evening anyway to keep an eye on Maisie, but maybe we can invite Elodie over with the twins as well so that they can play with her and she can have some more like, you know, social interaction. She does get along quite nicely with them. She gets along nicer with Jorge than Orson. But it'd be nice if she could like build a relationship with both of them. So maybe once Ezra has finished his work, he is going to have a chat with Valerie who wanted to have a conversation with him. He's going to come and see how Maisie's doing, bless him. And then I do think we're going to invite over Elodie and Jorge and Orson. They'll be finished with school by now, so we're going to see if they want to come over and hang out with Maisie. She did also want to be funny with Elodie. And then I think Ezra will probably come upstairs and just go for a little bit of a nap before his date this evening. Elodie and the twins have made it over. Jorge is not in a very good mood. He is feeling really angry and Orson he's doing all right. Maisie is going to come over and talk with her aunt who is feeling really tense. She's probably feeling tense because of Jorge. She is high maintenance, so maybe he takes after her and is also kind of getting those high maintenance ways and they've clashed a little bit, but it's so funny watching him stomp along. But Maisie is going to go and be funny with her, so I think I've asked her to go like make a funny face or something and hopefully it'll make Elodie feel a little bit better. We'll see if she wants to play with us, maybe read us a story. Oh, she's giving Orson a kiss on the cheek. So cute. I love it. She is listening to Elodie's question at the moment, but I would like to see if she could have a bit of a chat with Orson as well, get to know him a little bit. She is closer with Jorge, but Jorge has gone upstairs and he's trying to distract himself with our bear. I think he's probably calling it names. Yeah, he is not in a very good mood, but at least he's not destroying any of our toys. I noticed that Maisie's bladder is going down a little bit, so I'm gonna see if Elodie will maybe potty train her because she's so close to getting to potty level 2 and then she can go potty by herself. And obviously Ezra is just having a nap at the moment. I'll probably get him up soon so he can go use the bathroom and shower before his date this evening. And Maisie will probably want to go to bed soon, so we'll see see if Elodie could put her to bed as well. Oh my gosh, perfect. Kiri's actually calling to ask us out on a date. She wants to go to the Blue Bean Cafe, but we are not quite ready yet. We do need to go use the bathroom and have a shower, but it's so perfect that she's asking us. Amazing. And Maisie got her potty to level 2, so we don't need to always get an adult to potty train her now. She can go by herself. So Elodie is just taking Maisie off to bed, who's really sad right now, bless her. Oh gosh, we've got our laundry is overflowing. Clearly we're gonna have to get on with that at some point, but Ezra is feeling pretty lustful, but he is crying in the shower. And you're not gonna go and play a difficult football, right? Okay, he is in a better mood now, so we can call and ask Kiri out on a date. We don't actually have the option to ask Lucy on a date, which is really interesting. I don't know why that is. We've got these two Sims who we have no romance with that we can ask out, but we don't have Lucy. So maybe he's like, I don't know, deleted her number. No, I don't think he would do that because she is the mother of his child. But I feel like that's his kind of way of moving on. He's like, I'm not even seeing her as a romantic prospect anymore. We have made it to the local bar. We wanted to stay in Brightchester so that we're close for Maisie. And Ezra, despite his steamy shower and feeling lustful, is feeling sad again. But we are going to come in and order some food because we are quite hungry, and then we can have some food with Kiri. So normally I thought it ordered multiple portions, but you know, that's fine if we want to eat by ourselves. I feel a bit awkward now that she doesn't have any food, but that's fine. We're just gonna have a bit of a chat with her. It keeps saying talk about marriage, but obviously we're not gonna do that. Like, I know he wants to get into a relationship, but that is still a little bit too keen. It's gonna be a bit of a casual date by the looks of it because we do have other Sims joining the conversation, but I feel like once we've finished eating, we will probably head upstairs and spend a bit of time with just Kiri. I know this is the place we came on a date with Lucy, but there's really not many dating spots in Brightchester. Like, I'd rather take her to a bar than I would a nightclub, and a library just doesn't really feel right. So while we're still here in Brightchester, this is kind of like the main place, unless we want to like travel out, which we could do, but maybe not while Maisie's still so young. But Ezra has almost finished, and then we can head upstairs. So for now, we're just keeping the conversation light and friendly while we have others getting involved. Oh, perfect. Ezra has started to feel a little bit more flirty now, and we have just learned that Kiri is romantic as well. Of course she is. So I feel like she's a really good sim for him, actually. Like, her traits do work quite well. Like, she's active, and he is also quite an active sim. She's romantic, and he's obviously got the hungry for love lifestyle. So yeah, I think she seems like a pretty good sim for him, and they are gaining sentiments. So I do quite like where this is heading. Maybe they can go and stargaze with each other. We've learned that she's a bookworm as well, which we love that. We already know that Mabel is a little bit of a bookworm, so he's probably feeling a little bit more of a connection to her as well through that. But they're going to come outside because it's very, very busy in there and they can't really have proper conversations. It may not be the most comfortable and it might not even be the most safe, but I mean, at least there's no cars that can come past. They're not laying it in the road, they're just laying on the path where random strangers will walk past them, but they're just spending some time getting to know each other. Kiri is feeling inspired now. I forgot that we've actually got date things to do, but we're doing all right so far actually already. I think we might confess our attraction to Kiri and then see if she wants to... I don't want to go in the bar, to be honest. I kind of want to come out here, see if we can spend some time outside with her, because it is very, very busy while we are in the bar, and I feel like, you know, it just puts a lot more pressure on the two of them. So I think we will go over and, yeah, just come and sit over here by the trees, you know, by the pond, by the lake. It's a little bit dark, but oh well. Why would you come and sit here? Of all places, Olivia Burr, please go away. We are trying to have a date. We are just going to tell her to go away, please. Like, please catch up on to this, you know, these romantic thoughts. Well, I say that, he is feeling really quite sad right now. This might not be the most successful day. I mean, it actually is, but it's not the most, like, romantic day. And I don't know why Kiri is standing up. Right, okay, we can't really do anything physical with her. We can try to flirt a little bit, but I do think it might be a little bit before we can do something like that, because he is still feeling so sad with Mabel, and I think Kiri definitely would respect that. Like, she is being friendly more than anything else, so I think she completely understands that Ezra might not be in like the best position for something super serious right now, but you know, they're both interested in each other, and I think they both kind of know that that is something that could happen in the future, but for now I don't think we're going to to enter into anything serious. I do think we'll probably end the date though, because it's still got 2 hours left and it is midnight and Ezra is exhausted and has work tomorrow. So I think we might come and give her a kiss. I forgot that he is too sad to have a kiss, so he's just gonna kind of give her a hug goodnight and say I had a really nice time and I would really like to see you again sometime. Hopefully I'll be feeling a little bit better next time. But yeah, I do think there'll be a second day on the cards, but we are gonna end this one now and take Ezra home. He is feeling really smitten by the looks of it, so he does really like her. And they do have some really close sentiments with each other. So I do think there is a possible romantic future between the two of them, but I don't want to rush anything. They've just had one day. And Ezra is still like not feeling great. She's still trying to cheer him up and make him feel better, but I do think, yeah, I think we need to head home now. Oh, we've just got a call in the middle of the night. The Venus has passed away. That's Valerie's dog. Oh no, now he's gonna be sad again. Okay, well, he hasn't actually got a mood lit for it, luckily. He's still just thinking about Mabel, but that is still so sad that Venus has passed away. But it is 3 in the morning, and as you can probably see, Maisie is awake. She didn't want to go to sleep, but she did need the toilet, so I thought I'd let her go use the potty by herself. Now she can, and then she can go back to sleep. Her energy is pretty decent, so she'll still probably wake up at a decent time in the morning, but she'll have more energy than if she's running around the house at in the middle of the night. 7 a.m. and it's time for Ezra to work from home again today. Oh, attend a deposition, but we don't have anyone here for Maisie. It's okay actually, because it is Friday, so we actually have the whole weekend, so we could potentially like leave her with someone in the day and go do the deposition then, but we don't need to do all of this today, which is so perfect. But Ezra, I'm gonna have him get up now and come downstairs, use the bathroom and take a shower. I think today might need to be a little bit of like a house maintenance day. It's not quite as bad as it has been in the past, but we do have a lot of laundry to do and both the potties are filthy. He wants to gain a friendly relationship with a family member, so I definitely think we can do that. And he also wants to ride his bike, so he hasn't spent much time outside lately, so he wants to get out to the park maybe at some point over the weekend. We could do that. We've got out our fruit salad that we have already made so that Ezra doesn't have to make more breakfast this morning. Maisie has woken up. She is feeling so happy. She still wants to be friendly with Ezra. I love how much she loves her dad. You can get up though. Perfect. Maisie has just got to movement level 3, so she can walk a bit faster and dance to music now. She also actually got her thinking to level 4 overnight when she didn't want to go to bed. So her skills are doing so well. Ezra, he does need a little bit of fun. I did ask you to go and shower, so I don't know why you didn't do that. But you can go and shower and then get this work thing done. We will do the deposition over the weekend, but he can file his documents and then that is all he has to think about in terms of work for the day. Not too sure what to do with Maisie at the moment. Her needs are really good. She does want to have a chat with her dad, but he is just getting on with work, so I was going to see what she wanted to do, but she is just here looking adorable. Ezra likes pop music. Perfect, that's great because it'll increase his fun even more. It looks like she is still going to come over though and watch her dad and pester him, which is fair. It is a shame that there's no one else in the house. I do feel like it feels really empty now that we don't have Mabel. We kind of had Lucy and then Lucy moved out and it was these two for a little while, but then Mabel moved basically straight in, so it's really odd to just be Ezra and Maisie. It just feels so empty. But it looks like Maisie has decided what she wants to do is come over and dance. Now that she can dance, she's like, I wanna boogie along to this music. Maybe she'll end up liking pop music too. Look at her. Oh, she's so cute. Maisie keeps trying to talk to Ezra, but he's just getting on with some jobs at the moment. I'm thinking maybe what we might do once he has put on this laundry and cleaned up, we might actually come and take her outside because it's a really nice summer day and we did get her like a little paddling pool, so we can take her out here and she can splash around in there while it's like really warm. It's still summer. It's only 2 days left of summer, so we want to make the most of it before it gets all like cold and miserable. We also got her like a little basketball hoop so that she can come and do this while Ezra spends some time just like lounging. There's not really too much to do out here. We don't have loads of money, but I thought while it was summer it'd be quite nice to add something like this. But we do want to get these little jobs out of the way first. Elodie is calling for a chat, and seeing her calling has actually reminded me that it didn't look like she was pregnant, but for a we know Malia could have been pregnant, so potentially we'll go and visit them at the weekend again. So I was going to have Ezra take Maisie upstairs into the pool, but it looks like he wants to have a chat with Elodie first. Then we can come and take her out here before it gets too late. It's 3:30 already. We've still got plenty of the day left. It's still looking so nice out here in Brightchester this Friday afternoon, but we want to have a chat with our sister because everyone is always calling to check in on Ezra, and I love that. I feel like they know he's, you know, the pessimistic sorts. They want to make sure that he's doing all right, especially as he's here all alone now that Mabel isn't here. He's obviously got Maisie, but it's not the same, so they want to make sure he's doing all right. Elodie has spread some juicy gossip about Craig. Oh my gosh, that's his dad. I wonder what she's telling us. We have finally got Maisie out into her pool, and look how happy she looks right now, and Ezra is so pleased. I feel like, you know, because it's the weekend, he wants to make sure he spends a bit of time with her. He has been a little bit busy with work and chores today, so he's like, I want to spend some time with my little girl. And oh, look at them just splashing and playing together. I remember when Ezra was a toddler and Valerie took him into the little like kiddie pool. It's so cute, like how it comes full circle and he's now here doing it with his little girl. It's getting a little bit darker now and a little bit cooler, so we'll probably take Maisie downstairs to get her some dinner. She's getting a little bit hungry and she is getting a little bit sleepy, and so is Ezra as well, to be honest. So I don't actually know if we've got any like meals in here. I know we've just got breakfast stuff and cake, so I think we're gonna come and take Maisie downstairs. We also need to dry this laundry because I forgot to actually dry it, and then we'll come and serve some dinner. What do we want on a Friday night? Let's do some mac and cheese, a nice like home comfort meal. Ezra has started to feel a little bit lustful again this evening, but I don't think we'll go on a date with Kiri again today. We did yesterday, so we don't want to like rush anything. Maybe we will over the weekend. Tomorrow is Saturday night, so that could be a perfect night. We could maybe go somewhere outside of Brightchester. We could potentially go to like Oasis Springs and leave Maisie with Valerie, and we could go do something there, or we could go to San Myshuno and we could take Maisie to Elodie. We're just gonna kind of find someone who can look after her, and we'll go on a date like nearby there. I think that makes the most sense. It just doesn't make sense to kind of like go super far out. I feel like what's closer? I feel like San Myshuno is probably a little bit closer, so maybe we'll go into the city, and it's quite a nice like date location. So yeah, I think we'll do that over the weekend. Oh, it looks like Aunt Veronica is coming over as well as Xian, but we do need to focus on Maisie. She does kind of need the toilet, so we're going to come and potty train her upstairs and then read her a story to sleep. It's quite a nice time for her to be getting to bed, especially if she's waking up like super early every day. And after putting Maisie off to bed, Ezra started to put away the laundry, and then it started to get a phone call from his dad, and he's like, I don't really like speak to him very much, so something must be up. So he's answered the phone, and Craig is called to say that he's in a little bit of a sticky situation. He has kind of lost his job and blown all of his money, and he cannot afford his rent in his house, and he has nowhere to go. He doesn't have his parents anymore, and he's not in contact with his sister. So can Ezra help him out? And of course, Ezra being Ezra has said yes. He couldn't say no to his dad, so Craig has actually come to stay over for a little bit. Ezra is feeling a little bit sad, but he is going to come over and welcome his dad in. This might be the opportunity for them to actually like get to know each other a little bit more. So we have invited Craig over for a stayover. Well, he got in a situation where he needed somewhere to stay, and you know, it kind of worked out quite well because Ezra's feeling a little bit like lonely after Maisie went, and it's kind of happened at the perfect time. So we've got Craig staying with us for a little bit. It looks like he's trying to cheer us up. He still knows we're sad. He's like, I'm really sorry about your grandma, but I will do my best to like try and help you out around the house. So it's really sweet. Like, we can actually have a proper relationship with our dad now. He will obviously be staying in what was Mabel's old room, so we're going to come and put his suitcase up here, and he will be staying for 6 nights, so until next Wednesday. So hopefully in that time he will be able to like find his feet, get himself a new job. But yeah, we have Craig staying over with us, and I'm super excited about this. But I think I am going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It'll mean so much to me, and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone.